Hey guys, so today's gonna be a little bit sad video. A lot sad, you should say. I should say, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway. I haven't seen her in any of my videos, I'm pretty sure. But I have this cat named June. She's a tabby white and brown cat. She's been with me since I was 7 or 8. My best friend loves this cat. Like, her and June bond so well. You know what best friend I'm talking about? The best friend you've seen in previous videos of me at the table doing weird stuff. Well, just recently got the news that June died. And I will tell you the story about that. I was pretty devastated when I got the news. Mom and my dad, even though they're divorced, my mom told my dad, and usually my dad's not a cat person, but my dad almost vomited because he was crying that much. What basically happened was, I have this neighbor friend who lives across the street from us, and my friends in 2 of my classes, one is history and the second this class called DAPE. If you don't know what DAPE is, it's basically, it stands for Developmental Adaptified. So it's basically where kids with developmental delays, which Gilbert syndrome has a lot of developmental delays, and they basically do Phy-Ed like a normal Phy-Ed class would, but it's more adaptive, so it's like a small group. Anyways, me and my grandma usually hang out every Tuesday, and this one Tuesday, me and my grandma were hanging out at my house because we usually go to our local store, which is very awesome. You wouldn't say so yourself because you would think it was pretty boring, but I say different. Anyways, I was pretty tired because I just didn't get enough sleep that night or whatever. We were just hanging out in my room on my bed on our phones, and I heard my mom come home from work, and I wanted to surprise her. So me and my grandma kept quiet, like really quiet, like dead silent, while my mom was walking through the house. She didn't open the door or anything to my room. Anyways, she went back outside, got in her car, and drove away, which me and my grandma thought was really weird because she just got home from work and we didn't know where she was going. So finally decided to sneak up and open the door and to surprise her. And we opened the door, we saw that my mom's car was in the driveway, but she was nowhere to be found. I was looking for her everywhere. I checked the garage, the basement, out, like in the yard. I didn't actually go outside. I just checked the yard, checked the backyard, just anywhere that she could have been. After a while, she finally came back in the house, and I saw her coat was on because she's kind of a big baby about weather, and it's fall time right now. No offense, Mom, if you're watching. And she looked upset, and I was like, what's wrong? Or first I was like, are you okay? As I was asking that, she was heading towards the bathroom to get a paper towel. And I was like, or she said no. And I was like, I thought she was kidding. And I was like, what's wrong? And she said, sit down. I need to talk to you. And that's when I knew something serious was about to go down. I sat down and she told me the news kind of right away. When she told me June was dead, I freaked out on her. And my grandma was there to support me. But like me, when I get upset, I get a little mean and snappy. So I was a little bit mean to my mom, my grandma, and my grandpa because he stopped over. I told him to leave me alone even though he was being nice to me, which I really regret now because I was just upset and he was trying to be nice to me. And now I regret that. Okay. After I calmed down, like, I want to say, like, it was an hour later, Mom told me my neighbor friend, June, were on the same road, laying next to each other, dead. They were both dead on the same road. June was, further ahead than my neighbor friend's cat, which was really weird because we didn't even know why they both were dead because June usually watches out for cars in the road as she's like going into the road to our my neighbor friend. Could not believe it either, and I still can't believe it because she's been there for me like since I was 8 or 7. She was the cat too. Everybody who usually hated cats loved June. Yeah, I mean, it definitely took me a while to get over it, and that's why I haven't been on YouTube for a while, just because it was like I was going through hard times, and my parents were too. I mean, my parents were devastated with me. And when I told my friend about June dying, she was like, no. I was attached to the cat, like, not, she wasn't, like, crying tears. I mean, she could have been. I just didn't know. This was over the phone. But she was devastated, too. Like, she was attached to this cat. And I was, too. Just love how my neighbor friend went through the same thing I did. Because, like, the exact same thing. Because I just like the support knowing that we're going through this together. Like, our cats died together. And his cat, or my neighbor friend's cat, and my cat were pretty good friends. Like, my cat would go over to their house and play with their cat. I've known my neighbor friend since I was in 6th grade. So, like, say I've known him for 4 years. I didn't even know he had a cat in the first place. And that cat was coming over to our house, which I thought was a stray cat that came over every once in a while to our house, but it was really his cat. Days after the hard day of knowing the news, a couple of sweet people that I know, gave me so many gifts and, like, sorry for your losses stuff or whatever. They're just really sweet, and I want to give them a shout out for being so sweet, even though if they're not on YouTube, I just want to give them a shout out because they were really sweet to me. Anyway, guys, I hope you like that video. Just to keep you updated. I mean, it's pretty sad and all, but I hope you like that video because to keep you informed and yeah, whatever. I mean, it's still pretty hard for me just knowing that June is gone after several years of her being in the house with me. I don't think I'm ever gonna wash this pillow right here because she used to like lay on this pillow until I got home from school. And whenever I was at school and my mom was home, June would beg at my door to go in and like lay on my pillow until I was done with school or whatever. It was so funny because we don't know why. The last memory we had of her was her like jumping up on a dinner or our dinner chair or whatever, and like her licking my chicken noodle soup because we had chicken noodle soup that night for dinner. I know, makes sense. Not really, but whatever. Like I said, I hope you like that video. I hope I get over it. I hope I get over it. But anyway, guys, bye. In loving memory of June.